Hey y'all, so I just want to share a quick testimony, just kind of about my faith walk and some things that I've went through that have really helped me grow in my walk with God. There was a time where I had a new position as a MLO, and that is a mortgage loan originator. I had never worked in the mortgage or real estate industry prior to this. I knew nothing about this, and I was honestly nervous because I'm like, this is out of my element. But God blessed me with this position, and so I knew that there was a reason for me to be here. So part of the stipulation with the position was that you had to pass the exam. So when I took my exam the first time, I failed, and needless to say, I was a bit discouraged, and I was questioning God, like, what are we doing here? Because you brought me this far and now I'm not passing the test. And so if I don't pass the test, I won't be able to stay in this role. And I came across Matthew 19, verse 26, which reads, with God, all things are possible. And when I say that blessed me, because all things are possible. There's nothing too big, too great for God. And so when I really started meditating on that and understanding what that really means, especially in that particular situation, that test is nothing to God. So the second time around, I studied a different way, I prayed differently, and I allowed God to lead me. And I'll say this, up until that point, I never really chased God. I had a relationship with him, but I never had that thirst for him. And when I say I was so thirsty for God, like every day, all day, in the shower, in the car, in the grocery store, at work, I didn't care what I was doing. Like, I'm talking to that man any and every day. And so as my walk grew and my faith also grew. So when I took my test the second time, it was a different feeling. I knew before I even selected submit that I passed, and I was welling up with like emotions at the little booth because I literally was about to cry because I knew in my heart I passed. I knew it. That's how strong my faith was and my belief on what he told me and the conviction that he told me. And needless to say, I did pass. And that moment really changed my walk with him thus far, like from there on. And I just want to be an example for anyone who has failed at something, who feels like they're less than, they're incapable, they're unqualified. You are an exception. God makes us an exception. We may not have everything on paper that's needed, but God can still use you right where you are with your inefficiencies. So I just say, have faith, continue to seek him in prayer, let him lead you. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. And let him move in you, and let him allow you to reveal to you really all the potential that's already within inside you. So I pray this over you. I pray victory over your life. And we're going to declare and decree that it's already done. God is a God of yeses and amens, okay?